Chances are Select Quote can get it for you for under $1 a day.
Coming up, some are still living in tents nearly 3 weeks after the flood.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News at 11.
Good evening, I'm Steve Hensley. Almost 3 weeks after the flood, we still do not know the total number of homes and businesses damaged or destroyed. The search also continues for 2 missing women in Breathitt County. Crews are still out looking for Vanessa Baker and Nancy Cundiff. They were both swept away in floodwaters in the Lost Creek community. The death toll remains at 39 tonight. Progress is being made on several fronts. Only a few customers are still without power, but 4,400 water outages remain and many are still under boil water advisories. 56 state and county bridges will have to be replaced and 52 will need repairs. Debris removal is also underway in several counties. Some people in Breathitt County are still in tents near their homes as they try and figure out their next steps. Water covered Brandon Mullins' home. His furniture was tossed around and now he's in a tent on his cousin's property, unsure of how much longer he'll call the tent home, hoping he's somewhere else before winter. Larry Jacobs had several feet of water in his home. At 62 years old, sleeping on the ground is hard on the many health problems he has, unsure of how much longer he can continue living like this.
I've been rolling out of bed and crawling out here to this refrigerator and then use the refrigerator to prop myself, to raise myself up.
Both Mullins and Jacobs have contacted FEMA and are waiting to see what assistance they'll be able to receive. A Knott County community is getting help from one of its own, along with a bunch of his military friends. Joshua Holland grew up in Knott County but lives in Florida, where he works as a chaplain for the U.S. Navy. When he learned of the devastation, he and others quickly mobilized. Holland and 9 others who serve in the Navy and Marines are working on clearing out a home there. Holland says the owner of this home is a hero because for weeks he's focused on the needs of others while his mud-filled home waited.
Kyle, his mom, their family, they have not stopped giving to the needs of other people. This is the first time Kyle's house has been worked on. You know, a lot of people look at the, American service member, the people who serve in our military. And yeah, those guys are heroes. Those men and women are heroes. But there's heroes in these hollers.
Holland says he was overseas when the flooding happened, but as soon as he returned to the States, he and his friends decided to come and help out. The crew will be working until Friday. State and county officials are joining FEMA this week for a 2-day flood relief push. It's happening tomorrow and Thursday at the Home Place Community Center in the Erie community of Perry County. Officials will be there from 8 a.m. until 8 p.m. both days. They will be available to help people with FEMA aid applications and help folks register for possible assistance. We have an update on a mold situation at a Mingo County, West Virginia school. The superintendent was on site yesterday to get an update on the cleanup at Dingus Elementary and says they are making progress on the roof. Professional cleaning finished up on Saturday and paint crews are now touching up 7 rooms. Work will be starting on several classroom floors soon. Continue to watch that. All right, we're having trouble with your mic there, Evan, so we'll come back to you in a moment. One Eastern Kentucky organization is aiming to provide long-term solutions to those impacted by the recent flood. The Breathitt County-based organization Aspire Appalachia is providing reconstruction assistance to families in need, helping to supply drywall, insulation, and anything else people need to repair or rebuild their damaged homes. Volunteers say they are happy to help local families in whatever way they can.
We just couldn't do anything about it for the first few moments. But after everything bad has happened, we can now do multiple things about it. We can hand out food, we can rebuild homes like they are doing in there, and we can just help out people and pray for them that are in all these conditions at these times.
Aspire Appalachia is expected to receive help from the organization Angel Disaster Response, who says they will match any donations toward this effort up to $100,000. Kane Kitchen in Whitesburg serves 1,200 free meals daily to those recovering from flood damage or those helping out. The organization serves 3 hot meals a day, and we talked with a flood survivor who is cleaning up her home from damage. She says she has delivered meals to other flood victims and simply calls Kane Kitchen a blessing.
Being able to come here knowing that they have clean water, electricity, and not have to worry about going to the store to be able to buy things, it's really a blessing to be able to come here and utilize this facility.
Those with Kane Kitchen say they will continue to offer free meals until they feel the need is met. Baptist Health Lexington is partnering with other Baptist Health hospitals to donate supplies to Eastern Kentucky. The donation drive is employee-driven and will send donations all across the mountains. Employees of Baptist Health Lexington and 8 other Baptist hospitals are collecting household items, medicine, baby food, baby formula, and more for those in need. Baptist Health is also calling on the community to help. There is a link on their website where folks can donate. The drive will go until the need is met, and they will continue to take the supplies to the hardest hit counties. We have an update about a flood relief fundraiser we told you about yesterday. Several Kentucky Arby's restaurants were donating all proceeds yesterday to Eastern Kentucky flood relief. 46 locations were participating, and spokespeople tell us that the amount raised should easily top $300,000. That's $50,000 more than was presented on a ceremonial check yesterday.
Helps to have the microphone on. In any case, we are helped by the nice weather out there tonight. We haven't seen much in the way of rainfall today, but those areas that did see rain, keep an eye on the potential for some fog and in those river valleys as well. Outside at the moment, look at our camera from London Corbin Airport. You see middle 60s outside at the moment. Downtown Whitesburg also looking fine, mid 60s outside. Winds are calm. Highs today near 80. It was a rather comfortable afternoon. Those dew points weren't out of control, so it didn't feel too bad. We're already in the upper 60s tonight. We only have a little bit more to fall before the night comes to an end. Visibility, already seeing fog in some spots. Middlesboro, 5 miles visibility, same thing at Hazard, and 8 miles at Somerset. So we're already dropping some of that visibility out there. Clean sweep on Pinpoint Doppler, just a little bit of that ground clutter continuing. Backing out, you see the last of our showers diminishing from earlier, so we don't have to worry about those tonight. Low 60s to middle 60s for many. Calm winds will help promote some of that fog out there tonight. The very latest details coming up in just a bit.
Evan, thank you. In Johnson County, an investigation continues after a man was found with a gunshot wound and his young daughter was found dead 2 miles away. WYMT's Jordan Mullins has more from sheriff's deputies on the chain of events that led to finding the child's body.
On Thursday, the Johnson County Sheriff's Office received and responded to a call in Van Leer on Millers Creek Road. The callers reported that they found a man who appeared to be beaten up, but deputies later discovered more injuries after EMS arrived.
It was found that the male subject had a what appeared to be a self-inflicted gunshot wound.
Soon after, more tips started coming in about a missing child, who happened to be the 12-year-old daughter of the man discovered earlier. A search party was scheduled, but the child was found dead before the search could begin.
Some people was driving through the area on that particular strip job, approximately 2.5 miles away from where the male subject was found, and they located a young female that was laying in the roadway.
Community members and deputies are in shock, confused as to how anyone could kill an innocent child.
We're a small, close-knit, family-based community, and this is just not understandable how this can happen here.
Deputies also say they believe the child's father is a suspect in the case, but are investigating further leads and continue to find more details on the violent crime.
We're doing everything we can do at the Sheriff's Office on this investigation to make sure that justice is served on this, and the person responsible for the death of this young girl, is prosecuted.
Taking the proper steps to ensure justice is served. In Johnson County, Jordan Mullins, WYMT Mountain News.
The man found with what deputies believe was a self-inflicted gunshot wound was taken to a nearby hospital where deputies say he is still receiving medical care. His condition remains unknown. One man is dead after a struggle led to a shooting in Lawrence County this morning. Sheriff's deputies say they responded to the Peach Orchard area following reports of shots fired related to a possible burglary. A witness told deputies one suspect, identified as Jerry Lee Maynard, was found in the woods by the property owner who had a gun. Deputies say Maynard tried to take the gun from the property owner and a fight ensued, resulting in Maynard being shot and killed. A warrant was also issued for a second suspect, Green Ramey, and he was arrested. A report from the Marines says pilot error is to blame for a deadly helicopter crash that killed 4 of their own during a training exercise in Norway. One of the 4 killed was Corporal Jacob Moore of Catlettsburg, Kentucky. The Marines say it's not known who was controlling the aircraft at the time of the crash. The crash was the result of a series of low-altitude aerial moves that exceeded the aircraft's maximum angle of the bank. The Marines say those maneuvers triggered a loss of altitude, airspeed, and turning room, and that the crew could not recover. Coming up on Mountain News at 11, ahead of students returning for the new school year, one district in our region celebrates some recent renovations aimed at improving students' experiences.
Plus, stormy skies will be a possibility as we head through the remainder of the work week. I've got the breakdown next.
In light of the recent flooding here in eastern Kentucky,